Hey guys, and welcome to today's Coffee in Christ. Hope you all are doing well. We have our coffee today. It's great. It's nice and sunny outside. This is the way Michigan is supposed to be all the time.
It is not.
Yes, it is. May not be the way it is, but it's the way it should be all the time.
Yes.
It's great.
Hey man, tell me about your week.
Yeah, I had a good week last week. Went down to see Carrie and Lenore Williams there in Mississippi, just outside Tupelo. It was great. I got to see them, got to hang out. They just got a new place, new house. They're on about 10 acres with land. Went fishing. In all honesty, most of our time was spent in Carrie's man cave playing a game called Hero Clicks, which is great. We love playing games together. So most of our time was spent doing that, though we did get outside and do some fishing, caught a 2.5-pound bass. I thought that was pretty good.
Nice job.
Yeah, a small pond, that's respectable. And then he built a 3-hole golf course on his property, so we played golf a little bit. Yeah, had a good time. It's good to get to see him. I didn't realize how much we missed him until we got down there and saw him, but it was good to get to see him a little bit.
Why did you go though? I mean, why? What was?
The impact that they have had on my life and the relationships that we built are pretty unique. In fact, I was talking to Aurora on the way back. I said, it's hard to believe that just 4 or 5 years ago, when we first had those initial interviews with them, because I was on the search committee, I would never have guessed the impact that they would have on my life at that particular point in time. So it's been pretty cool watching that relationship develop, and it's been an awesome experience to get to see it develop and to see it continue to develop.
And he's had a huge influence in your life, right?
Sure, absolutely.
In life, and ministry, and family, and as a husband, as a friend.
Sure.
Yeah. So it's important we recognize who we hang out with. Makes a big difference in life.
Yeah. Before we hit the record button, you and I were talking about the idea of discipleship.
Yeah.
I think you brought up 2 Timothy, was it chapter 2?
2 verse 2, yeah.
Yeah. We use this word discipleship a lot. And I'm not sure we really know what it means. It sounds like one of those Christian words that we use without necessarily fully unpacking. And at times I think it can sound almost a little holier than thou and conjure up images of a goose with her gooselets, though I'm pretty sure that's not the actual term for little goslings. Is it
goslings? Yeah.
I think it's gosling. Little goslings, walking behind. That's not discipleship, but I think that's what kind of pops into our head. The reality is discipleship is as simple as just building relationships.
Yeah.
The relationships that Carrie and I had developed, the relationships that you and Jerry Tallman developed, that friendship is essentially at least the beginning of discipleship.
Yeah.
That as we build our relationships, we take on each other's way of speaking, we take on each other's actions, we take on each other's idiosyncrasies.
Yep.
That's discipleship. Which leads us to this. We've been called a disciple for Christ. And the reality is that we are all discipling. The only question is, are we discipling people for Christ or against Christ?
Yeah.
In every relationship that we make, we are not only being discipled, but we are discipling others. And so the question is, who are you discipling? How are you discipling? And who's discipling you? Because there's really only 2 kinds of people in this world. At least 2 kinds of friends.
Yes, I love your illustration. Go ahead.
Yeah, wrecking balls and Lego bricks. There are people who tear other people down, and there are people who build them up. There are people who destroy other people's faith and people who increase that faith. And so the people who you are following, are they wrecking balls or Lego bricks? Are they building you up or tearing you down? The people who you are discipling, who you are building relationships with, are you building them up or are you tearing them down? Ultimately, we all disciple somebody, and we are all discipled by somebody. The only question is, are we doing it intentionally for the cause of Christ? Or are we haphazardly doing it and pulling people away from Christ?
Yeah.
So who are you discipling?
Yeah.
May the Lord bless you and keep you. May his face shine upon you and give you strength.